I've never been to Quebec City, but I already know I would love it because of this maple cream pie. This Canadian staple is the perfect holiday dessert, and it's easy as pie. Follow along and I'll show you how to make it. So let's start with the dough. We're gonna add flour and really cold butter. And it's important that this is really cold. So we popped this in the freezer for a few minutes before we got started. That's a good little trick. And then we're just gonna go in here with a pastry cutter and work the butter and the flour together until it starts to combine and become like little pea-sized crumbles. And if you want to perfect your baking skills, Escoffier Online has a really great pastry arts certificate program that would be really fun if baking is something you love to do. So once the flour and the butter have combined, we're gonna add salt and water. And this is about 4 to 6 tablespoons of water. Use your own judgment, and you can use your hands at this point to make sure that it all comes together, but you wanna be careful not to melt the butter. So once you've formed it into a nice ball, you're gonna wrap it in saran wrap and put it in the fridge for about 15 minutes to rest. So now we're gonna make the filling, and you need your cream, your maple syrup. And we're gonna put that on a medium heat and whisk it together. And while that's going, we're gonna make a cornstarch mixture to mix in as well. Once you start to see these little bubbles simmer, it'll start to thicken up, and that's when you want to add your cornstarch mixture. And then we're going to bring this to a boil again. So if the edges are uneven, you can trim them a little bit, but you also don't want to go too overboard because it helps to have some extra. And then we're just going to pile the dough underneath and make a nice little shelf of dough along the edge. Then take your thumb and forefinger and just create a little pinch. Make that pretty pie crust that we all know. So now we get to pour the filling into the pie crust. So now we're gonna put this in the fridge and let it set for a few hours. So once it sets, we recommend garnishing it with freshly whipped cream and a little bit of nutmeg for the perfect holiday dessert. And if you want more seasonal recipes, check out my personal blog, lakeshorelady.com.